Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. Alright. Today is June 14th, Thursday, 2018. This is Andrew Kilroy, Maintenance Officer, Alameda Aero Club. Today we are flying 739er Uniform Lima. And she just got a new engine. You are looking out the front. That windscreen is dirty AF. And we're going to be running up over Oakland Coliseum for an hour at 18 to 2,000 feet. Just doing circles at 2,500 RPM to break the engine in. Initial test flight. Ensure that the engine has been properly pre-oiled prior to start. We're not a turbo, so that's fine. Priming the oil pump can be... Initial flight. Warm the engine up for 3 to 4 minutes at 1,200 RPM, not to exceed 1,800 RPM. Shut the engine down and inspect for leaks. Interesting. Start the engine. Perform normal run-up and take off immediately. Use takeoff power only as long as necessary. Reduce the manifold pressure for the minimal... That's not us. Leave the propeller in flat pitch. Nope, that's not us either. For aircraft not equipped with variable pitch propeller or manifold pressure gauge, reduce the pressure to 75%. Use the minimum rate of climb with maximum airspeed consistent with terrain. Basically, we don't want to overheat the engine until we get it up. When desired altitude has reached, aircraft should be operated at 75% to blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're good. I'll read that a little bit later. Well, you won't actually be able to hear me because we will be in the air. Okay, certificates there, weight and balance, things in the back, good. Tack time, doesn't matter. Control locks removed, pitot static, and the front is removed. Radio switch is off, mags off, master on. Let's hit some lights. And some pitot heat, fudge it.
Hi everybody. So I'm doing a little voiceover. The rest of this video will be really fast. So as I said, well, as I'd said there live, this is the initial check flight for the new engine in our club plane. I didn't get all of it, so anyone who watches my videos of me building my vans, I use the world's cheapest possible camera from Amazon. Thing's a piece of crap. And so every time this thing even starts to vibrate when it flies, half the time it just shuts the camera off. So I didn't actually get the taxi, I didn't get the takeoff, I only got half of the circling flight, not even half, like a third. It's embarrassing. So anyway, real quick, we're just going to, so I'm pre-flighting the plane right now. And now you're going to listen to the beautiful hum of the startup. So
Primers in and locked. Clear. Alright, master on.
Yeah, listen to that. Although now it sounds like a blender. So yeah, the first thing you do, according to the engine people that we got, the engine people, that sounds nice. According to our supplier, you run the engine for 3 to 4 minutes at 12 to 1800 RPM. Then you check the oil, check for leaks, make sure it's all good, and then you go flying. So fast forward past the taxiing, past the actual takeoff. So basically I am at 1,900 feet. You just saw the airport just right there off to the right side. And I'm basically just doing circles at full power over the Oakland Coliseum, which you can kind of see the Oracle Arena down there, home of the Golden State Warriors, the NBA champions, 3 out of 4 years. That's dynasty style. So the idea, of course, is we got a brand new engine, brand new Lycoming 320 D2J, beautiful. And you want to break the engine in. Well, this is actually a check flight just to make sure that the engine works, there's no leaks and any of that. But at the same time, you want to make the rings in the cylinders seat to the piston barrels. So the barrels for the cylinders, cylinder barrels. Basically, what that means is, you get these rings that come with the pistons, with the piston kit, and although they appear to be smooth and matched, they are not. There are ever slight fluctuations, little openings and gaps, microns, less than microns, tiny. But at the pressure that you're dealing with inside that engine, that's more than enough to leak oil through and burn the oil off. And you don't want that. I mean, not that it wouldn't run, but you don't want to leak, a quart of oil an hour. You want to leak like 0.05 of a liter of a quart, per hour. One of the planes in our club, we only put in probably 1 quart every 15 hours. Doesn't burn anything. And that's what you want. So for that to happen, you need to run the engine hard. And that way you get those rings to work really hard, and they seat themselves. We call it seating. It seats it against the actual cylinder barrel. And so that's what I'm doing here. This is actually probably, I don't even know. I flew it for 2 hours, and you fluctuated anywhere between 75 and 65% power. The really funny part is, so I mean, this is San Francisco. In fact, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead. So right in front of me there was the airport. That is heading south towards the South Bay. That's facing east towards Mount Diablo, which you just see there. Now we're facing north towards Berkeley, Richmond. Now we're facing towards the city. Now we're back towards the airport. Well, I say city. There's actually 2 cities. There's Oakland and then there's San Francisco, but you kind of pass them at the same time. So yeah, just doing this over and over. It was fun because the reason I did it so close to the airport is because if anything happened to the engine, which the airport's right there, I can just glide straight on in. So I was in a very safe place. Although it did have a couple of, it's got its challenges because there's helicopters flying all over the place. There's people flying airplanes back and forth. Everyone wants to do the bay tour. So anyway, that's just a little bit of an insight into the life of a club maintenance officer. So anyway, I'm going to get back to building. Just wanted to show you a little bit of fun. So I'll see you later.